Hello, fellow athletes. My name is Zander, and for the past 2 years, I've been developing Wax Strong, a workout program designed specifically for the unique needs of LDS missionaries. But why does this exist? Well, the vast majority of people want to be fit, missionaries included. But missionaries face some very specific and unique challenges on their mission, such as no access to the internet for 1.5 to 2 years, seldom access to equipment, and limited time to work out to just 30 minutes a day. So I decided to create Wax Strong. I'm currently selling online, but we're also in communication with Missionary Mall to house our products in their store. But I always thought that there would be more. And there are many ways to expand my market, such as a modified version of the program for the at-home or busy exerciser, or even business travelers. But the future of Wax Strong expands even beyond these bounds. Are you ready? Now, before I get into the future of Wax Strong, I want to preface that it's all based off of the hypothesis that the workout program industry will be disrupted by things like AI and widespread information. So to start it off and introduce my app, I want you to meet Matt. Now imagine with me that Matt is a young dad, and he did competitive swim in high school. But recently, the rigors of college, career, and life have gotten the best of him. But he wants to be his best self, and he wants to look his best for his wife. Relatable. So Matt, imagine with me that he comes across an ad for the app that I'm about to show you. And he's heard a couple of his friends talking about it, so he decides to give it a try. And so, keep in mind, this is the future ideas, right? But when he downloads the app, he comes across this profile page. It's a standard profile page with a place to also add personal goals and challenges. But one specific thing he notices is that on his friends' pages, a lot of them have a specific section dedicated to animated shells that are achievements, awards, and accomplishments in the workout industry. As well as different rankings for things like how consistent they are working out, how consistent they are at achieving their goals, and also contributing to the apps the workouts on the app. So he goes and he decides to add his own workout, or his own goals. And one of his goals is to go to the gym more. So Matt, he calls his friend and says, "Hey, how do I do this?" And his friend directs him to this very easy to use main search hub, where he can find a myriad of different workouts, all added by the users of the app themselves. And so he goes through and he finds one with a good rating that he likes and saves it to his personal workout library. Matt, he later heads to the gym and he sees a place to track his workout. He also has an option to track by audio or video technology. But he opens up the app or the workout, and it shows an easy-to-see format with the workout prompt. And then as he goes through, he can check off the workout. Now at the end, he sees a post your workout option. So he goes and he posts his workout. Now to his surprise, after he posts it, he gets medals from his friends for achieving this workout. At this point, he's starting to be inspired and excited from these things. And his confidence is growing. So he starts to get momentum and go to the gym more, right? And he finds more workouts that he likes, saves them to his own personal workout library. Until one day, he decides to add his very own workout. And it's an easy-to-use format that he can customize up into the sets, reps, and time. And it will automatically generate an aesthetic display for other people to see, similar to the workouts that he's already been doing. Imagine the transformation. Matt, along with many others, are able to become 1 second, 1 decision, and 1% closer through the ease and the accessibility of this app. Questions?
Yeah. The question I have, I guess, is still, how do you get to that missionary? because the missionary's not going to be out there buying it, and they're living on $5 a month budget. So you got to get to mom and dad, but that's a fragmented market. So please address, how do you get to the missionary? How do you sell this thing?
Exactly. So this is something that's been on my mind for a long time, especially since the first pitch competition that I've gone to. And I definitely agree that the target market is the parent, specifically the moms. Moms are very active on social media though. So social media is a big thing, especially there's so many groups out there on Facebook specific for missionary moms. As well as being in a store, missionaries go and they buy their preparation for their missions in bulk. So if we can get into a store, that would be a huge advantage for us. I also want to nurture the clients, and so I've been thinking about starting an email newsletter specifically designed towards parents.
It just feels like the mom's motivation is to send little Johnny cookies more than send him a workout video. Little Johnny may be worried about apps, but mom's not worried about him attracting his future wife at that point.
So that is true. I think as well, moms like to send a little something more for their birthday or for Christmas. Things like that, as well as parents care about the health of their missionary as well. That's generally a concern because there's a stigma for missionaries as they go on missions to gain weight or to even have things like parasites. So there's lots of health concerns. This is one area that might help.
So I think that the time to get them is the 3 months before they go on the mission.
I agree as well.
One other comment, if I just could quickly, is if I always look at this in felt need. How strong is the felt need? And I think if you flip this of a package, yeah, the exercise and bands is one thing. But if you have a package for mom to your son not get parasites and die, I think that maybe that would be really more engaging to the moms.
Yeah. Another thought as well. So I mentioned it very briefly in passing because I wanted to focus on the app, but an area we're thinking about going is making a companion package for their parents to be able to use as well at home. And it would just take a few alterations. Virtually, it would be pretty similar, and then it expands that market almost by 2 and motivates the mom or the parents to also want to buy that product.
So is your product then an app? Because what's inside that box?
Yeah. So my product currently is the workout program for missionaries, and I've got 100 of each of these in stock. So we've got resistance bands, a jump rope, and then the actual program itself right here. The app it's the idea of where I want to take Watch from.
Okay, so you were actually showing us 2 different things.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
How successful has it been so far with, how many sales do you have?
Yeah, so our sales are about 1,200 right now, which is
How
still,
much does that cost?
it costs $99. And it costs us about $44, and that's including free shipping, which is something we offer because we know parents will have to ship it out to their missionary sometimes. It's been really successful. When we posted on social media, there was one specific time we posted and we had over 50 comments of interested people, and we ended up selling about 20 of those. So,
Have you partnered with like Mr. Max?
so that's our goal, is to partner with Missionary Mall first. But if they are not interested, we're in communication with them. We won't hesitate to reach out to Mr. Mack or Desert Brook or smaller missionary stores as well.
I love the idea of doing something with parents as well, and expanding your scope maybe beyond missionaries. What about freshmen going to college?
Yeah.
You know, any time that child's leaving, you hook the parent in, and they're trying to do something for their kid. I think that's any scenario like that.
That's good advice. I like that. I think the companion package, because it's geared towards the general consumer, could be something that they get home from their mission if they like Live Strong. They're then going to college, and we could give one of those as well.
This is picking up a little bit on what Rich's comment about felt need, and one thing that that parents, I think, feel strongly about is they don't want their children to come home from a mission. Anxiety and depression is super high right now for missionaries and young people in general. And exercise helps decrease anxiety and depression. So it could be positioned possibly as a way for missionaries to stay on the mission, or for them to experience less depression and anxiety.
Tyler just tapped into it, because you've got to get the felt feedback into product. I think Tyler just did the vein of work for you.
I wouldn't even have it be missionary specific. I think you're too narrow when, remember, Tyler's, he's talked about college students. It's common knowledge, you've got that, what is it, the freshman 30, that you're gonna put on 30 pounds when you go to college. If you have these in college bookstores, or you have them in places, don't limit yourself to missionaries. Hit that age group, hit them all.
Exactly, and so our next step is most likely that general.
Thank you.